Cheerio and welcome back to another episode of Great Ace Attorney Chronicles with us, Disillusioned Place, where we play the games and do the voices. Did you like that? Did you like
Taylor was possessed by the spirit of a Cockney.
I just feel like Taylor, I feel like it's perhaps too soon to unveil your true voice to the faithful listeners.
So right then, let's go over what happened last time. It turns out that Herlock sold the big shiny red button.
Wait. No, I think you'll find it's Herlock.
Herlock.
There's no H.
Herlock Sholmes.
Herlock Sholmes.
He hit the big red button and caused the entire ship to come to an abrupt halt, which explains why Kazuma's room turned into a locked room mystery after his untimely demise. There is some contention as to whether or not he actually tripped over the cat or whether there is something more insidious going on. And it also turns out that Mr. Strogenov has been covering for, I can't remember her name.
Nikolina
Pavlova, right, because he is meticulous about recording nothing to report in his ship's log, but during the time last night, there was nothing there. Absolutely nothing at all.
Suspicious.
So before we try to piece together exactly what he is hiding, I'm Taylor Locke.
I'm Pete.
Oh no, Sare, you Cockney geezer. I don't know. I'm a Cockney.
What I will say is, if you do like what we're doing, that is it, then why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell so you get notified.
Give a bell, cheeky little ring.
Give a bell,
cheeky little ring.
Cheeky little tinkle.
Cheeky little ding-a-ling.
Why don't you drop some kind of like riff-raff down in the comments below, yeah? And with that, we'll get on. Don't you know it, mate?
Oh my god, what has happened to us?
Oh no, it's Stroganoff.
He's a big angry Stroganoff.
He's a big, angry, stripy man.
Gasp in Russian.
Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact.
Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish!
If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself.
Oh? Why?
Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed.
Oh, but they're sleeping. Everybody's feeling very tired.
You've all got fuzzy heads.
Everyone's feeling very tired.
That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it had happened in the dead of night.
Well, no, that's a good point.
What of the throbbing? Oh no. God's sake.
Excuse me, good sir, now is not the time!
We are not talking about my loins, for God's sake, man!
I feel like I'm on my own on that one. I didn't hear Taylor giggle.
No, Taylor.
No, I did.
I didn't hear you.
Taylor just held it in.
No, I was like...
Bonk.
Sorry, what do you mean? I am not familiar with this throbbing.
I'm discussing the throbbing in my head, good sir.
But which one?
Gavel sounds all over the place.
Yep.
Your head, man! The throbbing of your head since this morning.
Son of a... Oh, God. I'm gonna die.
We've all suffered with it.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, yes. I have had a headache, you're right.
Oh, thank goodness.
In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today.
Nor have I.
Wait, have
Is that why you've thrown me
It's
over your shoulder several times?
Have we-
Several times?
Have we switched bodies?
My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn.
Yes. You've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected.
He's right.
Taylor, come on, for God's sake!
We will get
Oh
past
my
this.
God!
We will get past this.
My head's been throbbing today, too. Look, they could say headache. They don't have to say throbbing head. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything has felt sort of hazy.
Are you suggesting that we could have ingested something?
I mean,
Suggest the ingest.
they put something in the
I
chicken.
can't really...
She
Oh, no. The drugged chimpkin.
Drugged chimkin.
It's the classic drugged chimpkin murder. Second only to the locked room mystery in terms of frequency. I
Third.
can't really remember.
Sorry.
No,
one day
it's fine.
one day he'll remember. He'll eventually get there, won't he? He'll remember.
I can't
I can't remember.
I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back inside the wardrobe. Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. At least then they said throbbing pain.
Yeah, it doesn't make you immediately think of your genitals.
Boys.
I had already been dragged out of the wardrobe.
Oh,
There it is.
animation.
There's the animation again.
Here we go again.
And had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all that was happening to me?
Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you?
Legally, I expect I should say no. Oh, well, yes.
What you don't
Sorry.
What you don't see is Ryunosuke shooting a glance over to Strogenov, who's cracking his knuckles
Yeah. Rolling up his sleeves further.
to reveal all the extra tattoos.
Yeah. All the
The
muscle.
stowaway class of accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on?
Ah, well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals.
So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it?
Yes, in fact, I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken.
Chicane?
Chicane.
Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all?
That's right, he didn't touch it. Is that relevant?
Oh, dear boy. You have no idea who you're talking to, do you?
No, probably not.
My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
Oh! Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
No, I'm just trying to make you all feel very clever when you're actually very not. I suppose, I don't know.
I do.
No! Really? Is that really true?
The meal
Prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with. Tampered with by the addition of a soporific.
Are you quite all right, Mr. Sholmes?
tampered with by the addition of a soporific, designed to induce a very deep slumber in those who consumed it.
Wow, that sounds like something I could use.
Yeah, me too.
A sleeping drug.
Do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop? That just sounds
Really
a
rolls
bit
off the tongue.
out there.
Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes means. What a far-fetched idea.
No, that's exactly what I mean.
Precisely.
lacing every meal of every passenger on board with soporific, with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator.
Of the
crew.
You said clue.
I can't talk, apparently. Every single member of the crew was a conspirator. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator. What?
Mr. Sholmes!
Well, Seaman?
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. If you refuse to talk, there would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And were that to happen, What? What?
And we're that.
It's because I didn't let it finish, so And were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals!
Oh my God, he's changed accent all of a sudden. What's going on? Mr.
And
Sholmes, are you quite alright?
And were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals. Oh my, for aiding and abetting a renegade.
Uh-oh.
Renegade.
I invoke silence. Please, no more. I will tell everything. I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe.
Da.
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 So when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help. Everyone together. She threw away everything. Her fame in the ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel.
I don't believe it.
You are right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night. Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at
But
one
they just
point.
put tablets in.
Yeah, oh God.
They didn't dissolve it in any way. They just
No.
literally just dumped tablets
The
in it.
tablet, shoved the, in the chicken
Oh,
leg.
just pushed it in.
Da, we could not make all drug, how you say, dissolve? Oh, talk about heavy seasoning. At midnight, in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat.
While all the passengers of the SS Burriers slept soundly, thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion their evening meals had contained.
No, it was tablet. What are you, stupid? I did not say potion. What do I look like, witch? So if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night
Kazuma,
were the crew. People who dislike chicken and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door.
but how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. Oh, I wouldn't say so. What?
Ah, of course! Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins. After which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug.
Quite. And accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Yes!
Yes! The overwhelming majority of passengers would habitually sleep with their cabin doors bolted anyway. And so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find their door locked in the morning. In summary, I was going to say and, in summary, in order to fasten the bolt of a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. Yes. Oh, you got me.
Hey, Borscht.
No, borscht.
You have talked long time and said many things. What is point?
Somebody's dead, man.
The point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night.
But I don't know about any of this. I am just a little girl.
Okay, let's not. Please don't say that. No, please don't. You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories we don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
A laudable trait.
What?
I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo,
Oh, yes?
do you hear it? That accusatory cry of guilt on the wind?
Well, that sounds like more of a metaphorical thing, but, no?
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Presumably the fact that the guy's trying to shut them all down.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Sorry, you've lost me.
Oh dear. Proof of involvement. Proof of involvement, man! But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes, for observation
What?
is the basis of all deduction.
What are you talking about?
I believe the time has come for one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth.
Are my handcuffs
dun,
going to be
dun,
unlocked
dun,
again?
So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please.
With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes?
With observation, my dear fellow. Just as I said, of these two prevaricate, for God's sake, prevaricators.
I'm a little helpless
Observation?
sheep who doesn't know how to say words.
Observation?
If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate
Yes, that.
Fabricate.
If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we?
I nearly said it wrong again.
By tampering with the scene of Mr. Hasogi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened.
Precisely. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning.
All right, I'll see what I can see.
And stop hitting on my associate.
So, we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died.
Chunky arms.
Chunky arms.
Oh, what this?
Ink.
ink stain.
I was hoping for like chunky arms and then chunky butt, but no, it's just like, it doesn't go that way. So I don't know. Wait, look at it, not present it.
Look at it, yeah.
Oh, look at this! Would you mind?
guess, yeah.
You are in my personal bubble.
I was just thinking he's not saying
Have
anything.
you heard of personal space?
Oh, look at this! It's some kind of stain in an unusual place.
Yes, you're right. It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
Ink. Look at the color too. It's clear where this came from.
Oh yeah, so I guess we shall present it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Boom.
Seaman Strogenov. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Eh?
No, I don't. You can't see it now. I put arm in for
Yes, I don't know where the dirt comes from. Ha ha.
So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain.
What are you trying to say?
I think you know. It would appear that the significance of this stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain by presenting evidence.
It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Strogenov's uniform.
And I think what... oh my god.
We're not doing well today, are we?
No.
Like collectively.
No. It's the voice. I'm not used to doing a voice for so long, I guess.
And I think what made it is clear.
Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it.
My pleasure.
What evidence?
All right then. The evidence that proves that
There we go.
Oh no, it's catching!
Poison!
It's catching!
The evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Strogenov's uniform really is.
I think you'll find that the poison was the previous case, Taylor. So let's have a look. It's not that one. That's from his shoes.
It's the crime scene photo, isn't
Oh,
it?
written in purple ink.
Yeah.
Written in purple ink.
Yes.
Yes!
Boom.
Someone's gonna have to clean up all this broken
I
glass.
know, such a mess.
Yes, it's this photograph. And the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? Like from squid?
Rather unusual color.
Oh my
A
god.
rather unusual color of ink. Purple.
Yeah!
For God's sake.
Ah, the penny drops. At last. Now you see the significance.
The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was written in purple ink.
Oh yes, how fortunate that the photograph can go into color.
And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color. 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 Color.
If the ink-
Color.
Color. Color.
For God's sake.
If the ink had been dry, it wouldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt.
All right. Yes.
Oh, okay. You got me. It was me.
It was me. I did it. Everything.
I already know.
Mother fudger.
Your mother fudger.
I arranged everything in dead student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Burya do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut.
Do you think this is the thing where they admit everything and then go, yes, but do you think you're going to get away? Oh no, this is where I'm going to kill you.
I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
Biff, please.
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty, patrolling passageway. Then, our Angel came to me. She was white like sheet. Although she white normally, so, you know, not really different from normal.
Beth, please, you must help me.
I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor.
Oh,
And flashing, apparently.
weird flashing.
What happened here?
Please, don't tell anyone.
What has happened here?
My little one, my little furry friend.
Wait, what?
Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you.
What?
No.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asoki's
Wait,
cabin.
no, he didn't fall over
No.
the cat. He didn't.
Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell to the floor? Yes, that is right.
Oh my god.
So, after the incident when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers.
Only to find its occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look.
Sarah is very grumpy. I'm looking at my Sarah, are you okay? And she's like, and I thought it's just sad, but then I peer around the microphone and looked at her face, and it's grump. She's grumpy because they killed him.
How
in a really
could they
stupid
do
way.
this to my special boy?
I don't think it's this simple. But we'll see.
I hope not, because I'm feeling really bitter about the whole thing right now. If this is how they kill Kazuma off, this is pathetic.
It would be quite annoying, wouldn't it, to think about it that way? It's like, oh, what happened to him? He fell over a kitten and landed funny on the floor and broke his neck. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Sorry. Yeah.
That's when she went to look.
It's a bad miss.
No, Angel. The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
Unless I wonder if we do go to court and it's to get the true solution
know,
to this,
maybe.
assuming that it's not.
There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind.
What?
When you went to Mr. Asoki's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead?
Or did you finish him off, you witch?
Why?
I already told you. When Nina opened door of student's cabin and looked
I
inside.
was asking Miss Pavlova.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Well, Miss Pavlova?
The...
Huh?
I guess it's the... Oh. Yes, that's right. I saw him. It was dark and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand. And I believe you.
Ryunosuke just shoots
Oh,
her
that's-
freaking like
I was
the
about to
deadest,
say, well,
like
that's-
the death glare, like the
Well,
strongest
that's
death
very
glare.
nice that you're so willing to believe her after so little evidence. Oh, yes, I'm not bitter about that at all.
Yeah.
So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma? See, this can't be it. At last?
I hope not.
No, it does feel a little bit too. Something very nearly slipped my mind.
There's a man clinging to the rafters with a knife.
Ah, yes, I forgot about that small detail.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
This photograph. Yes, I took this myself, you know. You can tell because it's in colour. The cause of death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. However, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural.
Is it because he's laying, like, face down that way?
Yeah, like he didn't, like, face first, maybe. But...
Because you would think if he broke his neck from the fall, he would have fallen backwards.
Oh, I suppose, because you'd put
Wait.
your hands out, wouldn't you, to stop yourself?
You would. You would, but what, like, there's nothing near him. What would he break his neck on as well?
Yeah.
But I guess it's, yeah, you'd put
Well,
your
I'm
hands
thinking.
out to
So
stop, or
we're
you'd
thinking
try.
if the floor isn't level, because I guess that's the only, what they're sort of going for, right?
Yeah.
The idea that he tripped over the cat, the floor wasn't level, and so as he fell, you know, obviously broke his neck or whatever. But the thing is if you fall forward, even if it startles you in that brief moment, you'd have to be going heckin' fast to not be able to bring your arms up and try and stop
Yeah,
yourself in
there
some
is
way.
that.
So I suppose there.
Right, so if he broke his neck from the fall, it doesn't make sense that he fell face first. He would have had to fall backwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean, unnatural?
What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, well...
Great. Are we gonna have to point to the bit? But it's like
Yep.
the whole picture. Oh, for God's sake!
There
Yep.
we go. Oh, not got many
Kazuma
lives left.
tripped and
Probably
fell.
safety save.
And by some terrible stroke of...
Yes, we can.
Thank God.
He's just like, they have that brief moment
Don't
of
mind
looking.
me.
He just like looks gormless at them for a second, and then
If Kazuma tripped and fell and by some terrible stroke of bad luck broke his neck, which part of this photographic print seems unnatural?
I feel like again the whole thing.
This, yeah.
Is there something in particular? Are we missing something? Because we've did the
Because obviously his hands have gonna been positioned.
yeah.
And
So-
he's obviously Biff's just admitted that
That he wrote this.
yeah.
That he did this. This is gonna seem really stupid, but like.
Yes! It must be here!
No.
Surely.
No.
No. Let's reload.
Is it his,
Is it his
like
head?
his face?
Yeah.
Is it his
Because
head?
his face? Yeah.
Yep.
It must be here! Surely!
Is it his hands then? Is it because they're not?
Splayed out?
Here you go. You get to watch us falling about, like messing
The
up.
other hand.
No, I know. I'm gonna try. Ah,
There we go.
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist doesn't... Then this fist just doesn't seem quite right.
yeah. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to
Yep.
open the
Yeah.
palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Yeah, we didn't show the. We showed the banana, not the picture of the banana.
Penalty.
Almost, you might say. As though he were gripping something.
What do you mean?
Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. But I didn't want to tell you because I wanted to wait until an opportune moment after you'd all exhausted all other ideas so that I could seem very smug
Yes.
at the end.
Because plot.
You did?
And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
All right.
Oh, I see. You're not going to get mad at him for defining me.
Why, of course, my dear madam. Why would I keep you in suspense?
You already have.
Or would I keep you in suspense?
Oh,
This is what I found.
oh. A crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle?
Yes, you're right, a crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us?
It tells us. Is that one of her earrings?
Yeah, it's making me wonder.
Could be.
It tells us nothing. Wait, hold on. Can we see the court record again? Can we see the court record of her picture?
Yeah. No.
No, not
the
that one.
photograph.
The newspaper.
The newspaper. Ship's
Oh, the
No,
photograph.
you just went past it. You went past it.
Well, no, I did. Oh, the cat. There's a different one.
Alright, check the paper then.
There's also a different one.
No.
I think she does have a crescent moon earring, though.
That crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Observation, Mr. Naruhodo. That is the key.
What?
The truth is now tantalizingly close.
No, it's spelled tantalizingly.
No.
Taylor, let's not get into American and British spelling sessions.
It's tantacillingly.
Tantalizingly. Well, it's a Z, not an S.
It's not a Z, Taylor. It's not a Z. Not in British English and that.
Not in Britain.
How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist?
In America, would it be Kazuma?
Kazuma.
Yeah, would it be Kazuma? Would it be an S instead of a Z because they correct it for,
Oh, for God's sake.
Americans?
Kasuma?
This is the final clue. The last piece of the puzzle.
Of the puzzle.
I said puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe. Find the answer with your own eyes.
Look with your special eyes.
Oh,
Oh, she looked very good.
Oh,
Oh, I was right. She did have the crescent moon earring.
It came from her right ear.
So don't present.
No.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, because that's the one where it's broke off.
Okay. It's alright, because I know we've been caught out by
I know what you were thinking, but
Miss Pavlova, I noticed that on your ear.
it's like, oh damn, oh crap. They've
Shit.
noticed sheep.
Sheep.
Even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part of it seems to be missing. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose.
And they didn't pull her, like, yank it off
Yeah,
her ear entirely.
yeah, I'm just thinking that.
Must have been very weak.
Yeah, what? But looking at your other ear, I notice a crescent moon.
Oh! I love how Stroganov's so surprised.
I don't believe it.
Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes,
Yes!
Miss Pavlova. Mr. Ryunosuke must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Ryunosuke's cabin, you witnessed the moment when the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. I am having second thoughts about what I have done. But then the question is, why did Mr. Ryunosuke do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments?
Oh no.
Angel,
Angel?
no one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night... What did you do to Kazuma? My God, man, you yelled at her really good.
He used the power of the voice.
No, he used the voice.
That's it.
But his shout is just, yes!
Da da da.
Is this her?
When I think about everything that
I don't know.
happened yesterday, it was too much.
No, it was her.
Oh, it
No,
is
this
her. Running away. The fishing boat in the middle of the night. Trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin, I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait!
Uh-oh.
Meow.
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 I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy. But nothing worked. Darka would not come back.
Knock, knock. Dot, 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 dot. Clunk. So that'll be...
What? Oh, is this Kazuma? Oh god, what voice did I give him?
Inspector, though.
What are you doing here in this time of night?
Well, he's assuming that Sholmes is coming to check on him.
Oh, I guess.
Maybe.
Or no, Hosonaga, maybe.
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country. He was very polite and kind.
And then I killed him.
He helped me to find a Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin... just a moment. Sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Oh, of course! You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew how I was. How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina? Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you've run away. Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain.
But presumably he was going to go to ask
Yeah.
Ryunosuke.
Yeah. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever. Wait! I shouted, and then... Daka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet. And... as he turned around to look at me... Oh... They pushed him. Oh, my God. Oh, that is grim.
What, on the bedpost?
That's grim. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That'd do it.
I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And they had to stop him from telling anyone about me.
And that's when you went to fetch help. From Seaman Strogenov, who was on duty out in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and thud on floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at cabin door, shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said,
Help me, Biff.
I've killed a man.
If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go.
So you decided to help. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door? Yes. I went into cabin and I looked around to make sure that there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway. In wardrobe, still sleeping.
And then Nikolina felt like shit.
Right. That's when he found me.
So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway.
Yes! To lay the blame on me for something I didn't do, Susato!
I'm not bitter.
Sorry, I'm ruining the sad moments.
That's what we do.
I closed wardrobe doors and put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Susato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent.
Did she, though?
I said started to. I dragged young man's body to good place and used ink that was spilling to write on floor. I wrote, so that the person who found him would look inside wardrobe and find Stowaway.
And tell me, what of the glass bell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
I see.
But it was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway? Yes.
Accordingly, the SS Burya did indeed come to an emergency halt at a little after 2 a.m., thus enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery.
There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
What?
The music.
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right?
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship...
And they're all Russian. So...
Yeah.
Aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem?
It was what he said first. That made me scared.
What he said first?
What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh, because... yeah. Oh.
Oh, because she took the crown.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
Friends
Yeah,
with an
there's
inspector,
police.
and so she'd
Yeah.
tell him.
He said an inspector was his friend.
And so, with that being said,
Yeah.
it was kind of cold-blooded murder.
Yeah.
Yes, meaning me, who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if police knew about me, they would arrest me.
No, that wouldn't have been until after you killed him.
So before he could pull bell cord, I...
May I stop you for a moment, please, Miss Pavlova?
Oh, you screwed now.
Well, you say that. We'll see.
It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know.
Oh no, we know exactly what he was going to do. He was going to get his second opinion from
Yeah.
his stowaway buddy.
Yeah.
What? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain. But he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done.
No! He was walking over to it! He was going to pull the cord! He was going to make them send me back!
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make.
What? Another deduction?
Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? But what action? No, I'm joking.
No, we're not ready yet.
No. Can we determine whether the young man's gaze was
Whither?
really? Can we
Whither?
determine whither
Wither.
the young man's gaze was directed? First, consider the victim's location within his cabin.
That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still...
And was still in the wardrobe at this moment in time.
That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night, when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama?
Yes, it's exactly how it was.
Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes! If there's one thing I've learnt today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So, when you turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at?
Obviously, I'm not even going to press the button. The wardrobe. We know the answer.
Considering everything that had happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord.
Yes. However, what is directly beside the bell cord but the wardrobe?
The wardrobe?
Yes, he was going to change into his favorite outfit before answering you. And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, sleeping soundly. Which you should know because of the discussion up to this point. We've established on multiple
Yes.
occasions that he's been in the wardrobe. So this really shouldn't come as a shock to you. You complete buffoon.
Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Sogi's exact words last night?
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion?
Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No. Mr. Asogi intended to consult his close friend. His close friend on the matter. To see if, between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
I'll bet you feel like crap now.
Oh no! Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish that you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Miss Pavlova, you're going to jail. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But, unfortunately, the truth is a man lost his life because of what you did. And that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that.
I'm sorry. Really, I'm so sorry.
It's a bit late now, isn't it?
What have I done?
Let's see, murdered a man and then tried to frame another person. That about summarizes the depth of your crimes. And so, at long last, mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Beria was finally laid to rest.
Well, I feel pretty pants now.
Well, at least now, it's shit, but at least we know that he didn't just trip over the
That's
cat.
so grim, though, on the bedpost.
But he was murdered.
Yeah.
Which,
He
in a
was
way,
murdered.
I don't know. I mean, it's still bad either way, but I still kind of feel like it's not quite as...
You really don't want to be the mentor in a Phoenix.
No,
Wright.
you really
No,
don't. It's
no.
a cursed
I feel like
role.
But it just kind of... At least it wasn't something as silly as tripping over a cat. Instead, it was something silly as a girl misinterpreting his intention and killing him for
Oh,
it.
poor boy.
Yeah.
I will wring her scrawny neck.
The first-class cabin passageway.
Oh dear.
Oh, I'm very sad now.
With them still showing off my abs.
What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then?
Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard.
What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her?
Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out.
Mr. Sholmes could do that? So she won't be going back to Russia, then?
No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life.
I see. I'm sorry. Seaman Strogenov? I wanted to help our angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you. About how you lost your good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. That's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste. But... well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Duh.
Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan.
Yes. I did stow away, after all. I couldn't really expect any different.
So, you should get back to your cabin now. Before I have to slap some cuffs on you again.
It looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun, then. To think that only days ago Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh, hi, Susato. Susato-san?
Naruhodo-san! I didn't know that you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that.
Oh. I can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that.
Susato-san.
He had such grand ideas for the visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident.
No! Accident's a strong word. It was a misinterpretation, but not an accident.
Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
We don't call it a traffic accident anymore. We call it a collision. Why? Because accident assumes there's no one to blame.
It's not the time for Hot Fuzz references, darling.
Yes, I know.
I wish there was something I could say.
Who is this? Oh,
Oh, I wish there was something I could say.
Inspector?
My duty was to see Asogi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed, and caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down. And I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder.
Nobody blames you, Inspector.
Yeah.
And I'm free again now, Huh?
Oh, for God's sake!
Oh, my boy! Oh, surprised, Mr. Naruhodo?
For goodness sake!
What is the meaning of this?
Oh,
Well, you see, I found you so useful, I'm going to kidnap you and take you to Great Britain with me.
a trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles.
Yes, can we keep that in your head, please? And not in reality?
Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting.
Sorry?
So I decided to restore them. For old time's sake, shall we say? You are a stowaway after all. Oh my.
That reminds me of Bikini's laugh.
Oh, God.
He thinks this is funny?
Bikini's left. Oh gosh, is this still not going to end?
Wow. Mr. Sholmes. We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened.
What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway.
The terms of this study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant.
Was to be?
In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead.
Oh no. I don't care for me, but... Poor Susato-san.
My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know.
But what is the solution?
Yes, I think we are going to have to find out next time. I was trying to see if this would come to a conclusion by itself, but it doesn't seem to be.
It does seem to just be sort of dragging its feet a little bit,
Yes,
doesn't it?
so unfortunately it appears we must bid you adieu for now, dear viewers. But thank you very much for watching and tuning in again. It's been nice to get back doing the old stuff again. If you like what we do, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Ring the notification bell. Drop us some comments if you like what we do.
It'd really help.
Yeah.
And with that, we'll see you in the next one.
See you later, guys.
Take care, everyone. And remember, be wary of people who will handcuff you when you're not expecting.
And stay away from bedposts.
Yes, for God's sake, yes, please do.